All right, good day, viewers. Good day, everyone out there. I trust you're all doing good. I bring in two bright minds. They are young lawyers as well. I'm sure you're going to learn from them. Here with me is Mr. Olufila David, Mr. Awoyale Oluwapelumi.
That's all.
Let me add
that's all.
Bakare and Shola.
Nickname.
One.
Yeah. Please,
Nickname.
what's the meaning of Bakare and Shola?
Please. All right. Here to share the ideas about the economic situation of the country, the political situation stands and all. With the economic situation, with the political stance of the country, and in everything that's going on right now, the Supreme Court order, the CBN policy, I have two questions though. Do you think we can have a free and fair election in this country? In the forthcoming election, do you think we're going to have a free and fair election?
To start with, I believe that with will, everything is possible. Nothing is impossible when there's a will. So far, I experienced over the years, over elections down from 2000 till now, it seems impossible and implausible to believe that there can be a change with this election. But it is not impossible. You see, there is power in the finger. The power in the finger is synonymous to your PVC, which is the assets you'll be used to vote. The problems we've been encountering through rigging of elections here and there, it feels like this is just going to be another rodeo. But I believe with coming together of the people, nothing is impossible. We can achieve what we have set out to achieve.
So what stance are you putting in? Are we going to have a free and fair election or not? Do you think we're going to have a free and fair election?
I'm not going to be assertive about whether we are going to have free elections or not, because even if you look at other countries, it is very, very difficult to separate elections from the antics we are facing in this country. It is very difficult. You know, they say politics is a chess game, and the chessboard are the citizens, because they get to feel the movement of the players, which are synonymous to the politicians. It is impossible for anything to go on in the country without the citizens being affected.
Mr. Palumi, what do you have to say about that part? Do you think we're going to have a free and fair election in the forthcoming election?
Well, I don't know. Just like everyone, I'm an ordinary Nigerian, and I have the information that is available to everyone. And my only question is, what makes us think we will not have a free and fair election? Yes, there are, as a country, we have challenges. We have problems. But we are not the only country that has problem.
Exactly what I'm saying.
We are a country that our problem is peculiar to us, in the sense that, of course, you know, the government, they are contributing to it and all whatnot. But generally, the US have their own problem.
Definitely.
The UK have their own problem. Even China has its own problem, has our own problem. So at the end of the day, do these people have free and fair elections? The answer is yes. Do these people have, well, it's contestable.
It is contestable.
It's contestable.
I want to say
but you see, when you talk about free and fair election in Nigeria, every election cycle there seems to be panic that I don't understand. In 2015, Nigeria will scatter. If they beat good luck will not leave power. Buhari will take it by force. The Nigeria scatter.
No.
Are we not still together? 2019, they are running agenda. The Nigeria scatter. I'm not saying that we do not have problems. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that when we begin to introduce propagandas that are not backed by any facts, you see, you are creating panic in the society. At best, we know what is circulating out there. I'm not claiming ignorance to most of what is out there. I'm just saying that why is panic always there? Like, okay, if my answer to your question was, are we going to have free and fair election? And my answer is no. Now, to anybody watching this, that creates a fear. Need election, the guy said that there might not be free and fair election, and if there's no free and fair election, that means the election might be bloody. That means somebody will not go out to vote. That means it is one vote down. That means the majority is not properly represented, because one vote down means that the person was not represented at the polls. And if it's not represented at the polls, how is democracy supposed to happen? So the question itself, if you say, are we going to have a free and fair election? I would say, what are the indications that we are not going to have a free and fair election?
The security situation in the country right now.
We had security situation before.
The whole saga around the Naira policy, being scarce and all.
You see, I think
this they are probably maybe doing that to frustrate the citizens, you know.
It is not impossible. What you said is not impossible. Yes, that's. Of course, there's a political end game to everything that's going on.
Do you know how many people have lost their lives just because of all these Naira scarcity and all?
I'm not oblivious to
those.
The
to
thing
the
about
effects
that
of this Naira issue.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, I'm not seized of the fact of the people who have lost their lives because of this. However, I think with every major change, there's a risk.
So now over to you, sir. You're saying something about how these things affect Nigerians and all. And I was even saying it doesn't look like you really struggle for this stuff.
It's been a cashless month. But I don't see. Even I put it to you. You buy anything from the market?
Yes, I did. I went to the market. I went to the local market
to buy handkerchief
on Thursday to buy foodstuffs.
And one person will give you cash.
No.
Your girlfriend a POS agent.
No, I want to suspect because this man told me that he has not seen cash for more than a week.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. You see, that's the thing. You see, the way I survived in this recent time is that first, my bike man, you know, when I was going to the market on Thursday, he said that old Naira notes, and I understand. He too, the bank was no longer collecting it from him. So I said, okay, give me your cash. Let me help you spend in the market, since we are both going to the market together. So, you know, we went to the market and some of them are not collecting it again. So I tried to spend the ones I could spend, then transfer. I did transfer of 200 Naira, 500 Naira, 300 Naira. In fact, I'm going to open PalmPay right now, OPay, so that, no, please cut that part away.
Don't worry, continue.
No. I'm going to open, all this fintech app so that, I can transfer without charges. But the only way I can see us surviving this is to try to be, adapt, to adapt to this situation. When I was coming here, I took bike.
And you make transfer?
Yes, I did make transfer to the bike man.
So are you trying to say that the government are trying to probably improve?
Now, I can't speak as to the intention. In fact, Eddie Game Team versus with Maurice, in one of those cases in contract law, even the devil does not know the intention of the man. I can't speak as to the intention of the government. As far as I'm concerned, this policy.
You only know what to see.
No matter what you tell me about this policy, I can only make my assessment from the results. And with the result we are seeing, the government is doing a shitty job. This policy is clearly anti-people. The truth is, see, I understand when you say that weeping may endure for a while, suffering may endure for a while, but there are some suffering that are totally avoidable. I trust experts in everything. If you tell me you are an expert in building, I would never argue with you. If you tell me you are an economist, you went to school to do economics, I would never argue with you. That's what you know. Same thing, except you are a lawyer, you can't come to me and argue law. So I'll never argue with you. But the government have betrayed our trust in the sense that, take for example these policies.
what would have stopped? What do you first? Do they take joy in people in the long queues in the bank for people to deposit? For crying out loud, I think this is about the disposition of the government to us. When they are in power, they be like, I'm in power, I lord it over you. It's not I'm in power, I am here to serve you. Because if it's I'm in power, I am here to serve you, you would know that if you can create ad hoc polling units during election, then you can also create ad hoc collection center for cash, where you can make people's life easy, at least 5 minutes in every junction. Number one, you do jobs, you do ad hoc jobs where people can just earn as little as 5,000 naira. You don't know how much that can help anybody on the street. You don't know how much 10,000 naira can help anybody on the street. Mobilize about 3,000. I mean, you have already collected job from about 2 million POS agents. The best you can do is to create a replacement. So they have a lot of youths. Create ad hoc. It's only during election that they know that polling unit is in our village. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. But there are people keeping cash everywhere. If the mentality is about service, you would know that citizens, their time is valuable. Yes, people's time is valuable just as much as they are. You see, the people, for example, let's say you now as a person,
Yeah.
the time you are supposed to be using to research on your content, to probably get productive, to do things, you are going to use it to stand in queue. This is an avoidable. If banks want to recruit customers, if they want to put their product in the market, they create kiosk, right? Am I lying?
Yeah, sure.
They create mini agents now. They can do that for their own clinic. The government can subsidize for stupid things. In quotes, I'm not saying that this is they are doing stupid things. I'm just saying that there are ways that we can manage these things. And the truth is, the CBN has not. I can only judge. Like I said, I cannot judge as to the intention of the government, but from the results, the CBN is doing a shitty job in the face of everything.
But I feel, I feel to every action there's always
It's an equal
pros
situation, yeah?
and cons. I wouldn't know if this thing could have been done differently. But I think the technicality that comes with this decision of cash redesign is because of the closeness and proximity of the election. Had the election not been this year, are we going to be this concerned?
You see, number one, are we going to be this concerned? The answer is, if the time frame for all this whole Naira redesign is still short, we are going to be this concerned. You see, the World Bank, I believe, like I said, I believe it's experts. If you're an expert in something, just do your thing, right? The World Bank, or the IFC, wrote to Nigeria that span is too short, and all of those stuff. And these are experts in this field. The truth is, like I said, both by we have known that it's a pro-competitive thing.
Sure.
Why are we just acting on it now?
Yeah.
Why are we just acting on it now? And as to the issue of, you mentioned something about if there will be a postponement. The truth is, I am not God. I don't know tomorrow. But one thing I know for sure is that there has to be a good reason for postponement. For postponement, because this is a national election that we are talking about.